Well, that didn't go as planned, as I said before, but it doesn't really matter. This is a great location here, and I will just explore different places from here. Good morning, my friends. My first night out in the backcountry was great. It rained quite a bit. Yeah, but this morning I just poked out my head of the tent and the sun was beautiful. There's a bit of fog on the lake again, and yeah, it was gorgeous. And even though it was only 7:30 at the time, 8 o'clock maybe, I got up real quick to take some footage and just enjoy the morning sun before the clouds rolled in again. I picked up my oar sack earlier. I had it just hanging in a tree pretty low. It was too late last night to try and find a good tree to hang it up. I have no worries about it because this material is bulletproof actually. And it doesn't, like, no bears, no animals can bite or claw their way into this. It's super solid, and yeah, I trust it. I really trust it. And then you just use a figure-8 knot to tie it to the tree, and a couple of other knots just behind it, and you're good to go. So I have all of my food for 5 days in here, and the trash that I produce over time, my bath stuff with the minty smell, everything that has an odor goes in here, basically. So it's time for my oats again. That's all I'm gonna eat this whole time, and I might get very tired of them at the end of the trip, but anything else would have taken too much space and would have been too heavy. Oh, I see rain on the lake. Oh no. It's raining off and on and I don't know what to do. I put everything underneath the tent fly and I dug into the tent because it started raining quite a bit. And now it's much less, but it's kind of off and on. I will stick it out a little bit longer, but it kind of sounds like it's settling in to rain more frequently today, unfortunately. But I always make the best out of all of my trips, even in the rain. I love it out here. It doesn't matter what the weather does. So, yeah, so we'll see. I hang out a little bit. I start packing all my things in here, my sleeping bag and my mattress and everything. And then we'll see. See, now it's starting again. Just when I think it's gone. Oh well. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm about to head out. I was so lucky that the rain almost stopped and I was able to dry off my tent really well and pack it up without any rain. So that was awesome. But before I do that, before I go, I need to take care of this little blister here from paddling. I do have some gloves. I think they are cycling gloves, but they don't work really well. They don't extend far enough down the thumb to protect it when you hold the paddle and you kind of move around with it. And so anyway, first day and I already have a blister, so I need to put a Band-Aid on it. But I thought that might be a good place for you to see my first aid kit. So I have a really sturdy waterproof bag here, and in it I have a little bag with medicine and stuff like that. So I have a painkiller, Pepto-Bismol in case of stomach problems or otherwise. This here it looks like liqueur, but it's actually Swedish Bitters. And it's a tincture that I made myself. I've made that for several years now. And it also helps to settle the stomach or the intestines. Or I also use it externally for burns or for mosquito bites and itches and stuff like that. And this here is called Rescue Remedy. And it's also a herbal thing that you can buy online. And it's when you get nervous, like for instance, when you first go on a trip and maybe the weather is really crazy and you just start getting really nervous, just take a few drops of this and you calm right back down and everything is back to normal. And this here, I think it's Benadryl. I think that's what it's called. In case of snake bites, it's supposed to help until you get rescued. And then I bought just a small one to use. And it has Band-Aids and all sorts of little things in here. Band-Aids is really what I use it most for. comes in a sealed bag like this. I just have to find one at the right size. Maybe this one. Yeah, and now I'll just put that band-aid on. Oh, it's 2 of them. So anyway, you know how band-aids work. But I just wanted to show you my first aid kit because it is important to have one with you and to know what you have in it. And always fill things back up. Like if I run out of band-aids, I've used maybe 2 or 3 of them already now. So I might have to replace a few of them and make sure I always have stuff in there. Anyway, I'll take care of my thumb and then I will carry everything down to the canoe and we can get going. It's nice and sunny now, but it might rain again, so I wanted to show you what I did with my backpack here. I always put my rain cover on the backpack, which lays at the bottom, but now I brought my North Face rain cover to put on top of it. So I have my boots here so they don't get wet because I'm still wearing my sandals for now. And now I'm just draping this one right over. It fits perfectly over the top, or I guess the strap side. And if it rains again, nothing will get wet. Go this way because of the log. No. I have to turn around. I will tip over if I try to go over that thing. Okay. Let's try this way. I'm so glad I was able to pack up everything without the rain. Yeah, this looks better. Oh. I don't know if you can see it, the train track over there on the side, the old one. That's where I'm supposed to walk down on if I can't make it back to the outfitter. Some kind of man-made structure here. That's something I did not expect. That's pretty cool. I guess there's no choice but to go in. What could go wrong? Ah, cool. Wow. That's really awesome. I'm looking around and not paying attention to where I'm paddling. So silly. Wow. That's really cool. Well, my friends, I tried and tried and could not get the canoe over my head for this first portage. This pandemic really killed me. I used to go climbing 2 or 3 times a week, hiking, always working out. I was always busy, and I just kind of took it for granted to be able to do these kind of things, these lifting heavy weight, and not really thinking about it, because last year when I came here it wasn't really a big deal. It was awkward, but I managed. But I tried 6-7 times already now to get it over my head, and I just don't have the strength to lift it high enough to do that. And that sucks, because I had such a cool plan, many great locations, different lakes, but there are at least 5 more portages after this one here, and if I already can't do the first one, how am I going to do all the other ones? And here I know for sure I can get back to the outfitter, but if I'm stuck somewhere else and I just can't do it, I don't know. So I really only have one choice here. There are a couple of campsites here on this lake that I just paddled on, but I think this is going to be a different trip than I planned. I'm just going to stay on one campsite, or maybe switch it a couple times, but I will not do any portages on this trip. Makes me very sad. I always think of myself as a very strong person and always in good shape, but since February I haven't done anything. I haven't gone to the gym, I haven't climbed, I haven't done anything, stayed at home the whole time. So I'm sure you guys know the feeling. But it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to take the risk and then not be able to go back where I need to be. So I'm being smart and just staying on the places where I can reach safety again, where I can go back to the outfitter and drive back home without a problem. So, but if you guys have experienced something like this before as well, like maybe you had a hike, an alpine hike or something like that, or a long paddle and you just couldn't make it either, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. It actually happened years ago when I was sea kayaking before, and the conditions were so terrible, and I was also out of shape because it was one of my first trips, and the wind was coming our way and the waves were crazy, and so we ended up camping on an island that was actually illegal to camp on, but we had no choice. It was either that or risk our lives. So there's really no choice there. Yeah, this is not so dramatic here. It's just the lack of strength. But I don't know what to do other than turn around and find a campsite here on this lake and see how it is. Here's one of them. We'll see how it looks like. It's not bad. The path is coming that way. Have a nice view over to that mountain there. And there's a fireplace with some wood, but it's probably all wet from all the rain. It's a big open area. Well, I settled in nicely over here. I put up my tent, I'll show you later. And it's past time for some food. I wanted to show you guys my new system here. I never eat 2 portions out of these freeze-dried meals, and so I always split them up. But I used to put the other half in a Ziploc bag, and then I ended up using it as a trash bag, and then I threw it out. But I really want to make an effort to waste less plastic, to throw less plastic out for the environment, and so I bought 4 of these silicone pouches here, and I will just clean them and reuse them. And they have this really cool little thing that holds it closed. And this is the closing mechanism. I like this one because it doesn't get lost. There are some others that are a little bit more simple, where you just slide something across here. But if you lose it, you can't seal the bag. And knowing me, when you go camping, you lose things. So this stays on tight. And I also like the bottom that is flat. So I can put it down and fill it with water, hopefully. This is actually the first time I'm using this, so if it fails, you guys are witness. But these things just open up here, and then it stays like this pretty well. And I will just put my water in, which is already hot. This lid doesn't stay put anymore. And then I use my spoon, and it's really nice to swoosh it around because the bottom is so wide. Yeah. And then I just squeeze it shut and close those two things. And I wait. It's almost 6 o'clock now. Yeah, this day didn't go as planned. I'm definitely bummed out that I lost so much strength over the last 6 or 7 months of not going anywhere and not doing nothing. But that's how it goes. It's better to stay safe, stay at home, and and just don't risk as much. So I've been working out at home a little bit, but not a whole lot, not compared to going climbing in a gym 3 times a week and going outside with friends. It's kind of nice to establish a little bit of a home for yourself for a few days and then find what's around you. So that's what I end up doing now. I'm not sure if I stay here the whole time, but I think I will. Of course, this is the off season, so there's hardly anyone out here. So I'm not expecting to take up anybody's spot here. I know it's not ideal, but I just couldn't do anything about it. Overestimated it after the long break. This is lasagna tonight. Should be good. Mm-hmm. This pouch sits really well on your lap when you eat. It actually works better than the ones it comes with. Those bags are a little bit heavier than the Ziploc bag was, or the original bags it comes with. The silicone is heavier, but it's worth it.